Hey guys, and welcome to a quick Mega Man news update, but it is an exciting one actually. Now, Tokyo Game Show 2019 has come and gone, and besides some neat little details on Mega Man 0 and ZX Legacy Collection, which we will cover in another video, nothing super substantial came out of it. It was mainly PR for the game, since it was just announced, so of course, you just announced a game, it's time to promote it. That's exactly what they did. Mega Man 11 producer Kazuhiro Tsuchiya, who, by the way, is now the new father of Mega Man, so to speak. That's right, as of the Tokyo Game Show 2019, he has been given the title Mega Man series producer. So now he oversees the entire Mega Man series, taking over the position that Keiji Inafune once held. So we come full circle. It's been a while since Inafune left Capcom, and now the changing of the guard has officially happened. Kazuhiro Tsuchiya is our new leader of the Mega Man franchise, which I'm definitely happy about because I think Tsuchiya deserves it. He has had his hand closer to the pulse of what the Mega Man fans want all throughout Mega Man 11's development and up till now, which we will see in a bit. And overall, he seems like a nice guy. He's very passionate about the Mega Man series and making the fans happy. Not to mention, it makes a lot of sense because he has been there since the very early days of the Mega Man series. Maybe not as long as Inafune was, but pretty close. He's seen the latter half of the classic series happen. He's been there for X, Zero, ZX, EXE, Star Force. He's been there for most of Mega Man's life. So it's good to see someone who has been of the franchise that long now heading up the development for it. So I'll say congrats, sir. Thank you very much. And here's to more Blue Bomber adventures. Speaking of new Blue Bomber adventures, as I was getting to, Kazuhiro Tsuchiya was talking with 4Gamer about the Mega Man 0 and ZX Legacy Collection. It's the usual stuff where they talk a little bit about how the game was developed. Like for example, for the new Z Chaser mode, some of the Capcom employees practiced the game for 2 months straight to make some of the higher class modes for that game. But eventually, one very interesting question came up. 4Gamer asked, what can you tell us about the next game to be developed? The most recent game, Mega Man 11, was amazing, and we, being 4Gamer, are expecting the revival of the Star Force series. Personally, I would like to see the Command Mission Saga be brought back. Ah, you have good taste, sir. Kazuhiro Tsuchiya replies, I see. There are a lot of titles I personally want to work on, but to tell the truth, the next game to be developed has already been decided on, and I just like to keep the specific details hidden for the moment. Please wait until we make an announcement. Still, I think that there's no such thing as a spin-off in the Mega Man series. Every saga is a main series on its own. When speaking of Mega Man, there will always be people who think of X, as well as people who think of EXE. And I think that's why each one's concept of what Mega Man is changes depending on the generation. For that reason, we don't want to deny any series of its future. Well said, sir. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We've known for a while that as of the beginning of this year, the next major Mega Man title started pre-production, and here Tsuchiya is saying once again, the next Mega Man game has already been decided on, they are currently developing it, and they're asking you to please wait until they can make an announcement. And I love that he says that he doesn't want to deny any series of its future. He's definitely wanting to say, if you like Legends, EXE, Star Force, the ZX series, which they're making a collection for now, nothing is off the table. If each game that comes out continues to do well, especially the collections, since they seem to be using the collections as a gauge to see if certain series is worth bringing back, if they keep doing well, anything is possible. So awesome stuff. This is very exciting, obviously. Just to know that there is indeed a new major Mega Man game in development, and that they are looking at what everybody wants, not just one select group. The million-dollar question is, what's the game that's in development right now? Is it Mega Man X9? Is it Mega Man 12? Is it Legends 3, ZX3, Star Force 4, Battle Network 7? We don't actually know. But if I was a betting man, I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring and say it's Mega Man X9. It just feels like it's time for X to come back. In fact, he's already come back to an extent through Rockman X Dive, the mobile game that is currently in development and we just played the beta of over the weekend. There's also the X Legacy Collection. Right now they're celebrating the 25th anniversary of X, and there's a lot of X merchandise coming out too. Oh, and you can't forget the little blurb in the instruction booklet for the Mega Man X Legacy Collection soundtrack, where they say something along the lines of, X's story is not yet over. So that's some big ol' hinting there, and with everything else happening, I think they are definitely thinking about X9, and it's probably in development as we speak. Of course, that is just my theory. It could easily be Mega Man 12, and we'll be like, what? I mean, I wouldn't mind a Mega Man 12, but at the same time, 11 just came out. Actually, it's already been almost a year since 11 came out, holy crap. But still, if they announce a 12 for 2020, it would feel a little too soon, in my opinion. Of course, they could use 12 to really expand on 11's engine and just do some crazy things with it, since 11 played it more or less pretty safe. But if they keep releasing sequels to the classic series, people are going to get tired of it pretty quickly, just like what happened before the series died off for 8 years. There's just so many games coming out every year of similar series that people just got tired of it. They stopped buying the games, like, oh what, Mega Man 42 now? And they just got sick of it. And that's the main thing Capcom needs to avoid moving forward, is franchise fatigue. And I think the main way they need to do that is just develop sequels for series or make a new series as they go along. So we might get X9 in 2020, for example. I'm not saying we will, but maybe they would do that. And then after that, they might make ZX3, which I think would be the next possibility for a sequel, since the ZX Legacy Collection is out, and Inti-Crate has always said they want to do something with Capcom. So maybe we'll have ZX3 next, and then we'll get Battle Network 7 and so on. If they keep doing different series each time, you're hitting different kinds of audiences and fans, so you're not seeing the same type of games all the time, and hopefully it won't burn people out on Mega Man. Like Kazuhiro Tsuchiya was saying in the interview, don't deny any series of his future, let each Mega Man have a chance to shine. And once they've done all that, and then they could come back to Mega Man 12 and do something crazy with that expands on 11. But we'll see how things go. At this point, all we could do is speculate and wait on the announcement of this mystery game. When is it going to be announced? Well, if it is indeed X9, they could do it in December like they did in Mega Man 11, where they held a live stream where they ended up announcing the game to everybody's surprise. Except, I do hear some of your points. If they did announce a Mega Man focused stream in December, we're going to know exactly what it's going to be about, so it wouldn't really be a big surprise anymore, but it would still be pretty hype, you can't deny that. I think a December stream would make a lot of sense, since in December is a lot of Mega Man anniversaries, like Mega Man X for example. The 25th anniversary is ending in December, so that would be the perfect time to announce X9 to end off the 25th anniversary on a high note, with the announcement of a brand new game. Will they do that? I don't know, because they are still trying to promote the Zero and ZX Legacy Collection as well. And that comes out in January, so maybe they might wait a couple more months before they announce X9 or something like that, just so Zero and ZX Legacy Collection has their time to shine and sell and everything. Then again, they didn't exactly do that last time, where they announced X Legacy Collection and Mega Man 11 on the same day, and they both came out at around the same time, so who knows what Capcom is planning, but that's kind of what we're looking at right now. We got Rockman X Dive mobile on the deck, Zero and ZX Legacy Collection, and the mystery major Mega Man title. It's an exciting time to be a fan, folks, and I just am blessed to have lived long enough to see the Mega Man series and the community so busy again. I have never been so busy covering Mega Man news before. The 11 hype train was one thing, but we're about to get even busier if we're going to be covering 3 different games at once. So exciting times and busy times, folks. But that pretty much does it for this update, so I want to thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay tuned for lots of more things on this mystery Mega Man game and the other Mega Man games as well, and I'll see you next time. Rock on!